Hello, everyone. As an evolutionary astrologer, I thought it might be nice to share with all of you a little bit about exactly what is evolutionary astrology. Now, I remember asking this very question when I was studying to be an astrologer many years ago, and I was actually studying to be a modern astrologer. So I wanted to know, well, tell me a bit more about this evolutionary astrology stuff. So here goes. This is a huge concept. And of course, when we're talking about evolutionary astrology, we're talking about working with the soul. And soul is a pretty complex, incredible piece of what's embedded in the DNA of our soul and the cosmic counseling and what we choose to come in to work with. So I want to just tell you a little bit of a story. So I want you to imagine the day before you're born. So that day is the day that you go in to sign the final contract. I'm a great believer that our souls ask for all the experiences required in this lifetime so that we can continue to heal and learn and grow. That's what evolution means. Growthful astrology, evolutionary astrology. So here we are, hanging around in our essence, waiting to go in and see our angels so that we can, agree to that contract that we've asked for. And we go into the office, we sit down. I love to work with visuals. So, just take a moment right now and imagine the essence of who you are in the office of your spirit guides, your angels, and there she is sitting at her desk, and she pulls out contract. And maybe that contract is like a scroll. Now, maybe your scroll was shorter or longer, whatever it is, all the terms and conditions in that contract are what you put into your resume that you need when you get back down here in this lifetime. So you go through the contract like we do, and she hands you the pen and you sign on the dotted line. And I also believe that not only all the experiences that we ask for are in that contract, but I also believe that the planets from a transitory perspective, solar return years, throughout our life cycle, everything shows up exactly when we need it to. And that includes, if we have Saturn crossing over our ascendant, that's in the contract. Please show up on the 24th of April, 2024, because I'm going to need your tools and need your wisdom. Anyway, there we are. We've signed the contract, all the experiences we need, and we're ready. Now, I want to say one more piece right now. And that is that the soul's feeling memory. Now, the feeling memory, the heart memory, the soul memory, for me are all one and the same. It is the essence of the soul. And it is not anything to do with our head memory and everything to do with our heart. And so everything in that contract is what we pay forward into this lifetime so that we can repeat, reseed, replant exactly where we are to pick up from where we left off, based on the sum total of all the previous lifetimes rolled into one. In this lifetime, sign the contract, and we're ready to recreate the experiences, because the karma that has now ripened, what we are now ready to work with, is all going to be laid out in front of us. And the amount of times I hear people say when I'm talking to them about their nodal story, that's not my last lifetime, that's this lifetime. And that's exactly my point, that this lifetime, we do repeat the essence of the feeling memory, which is so powerful. I feel like it's, you read a lot about the South Node, which is what I'm talking about now, South Node, and then the North Node we talk about as well. But, this is like a fast running stream through our life, because it is the soul memory experiences that we are recreating so that we can evolve / grow. These experiences are incredibly important, and it is all about fulfilling our potential to be the best versions of ourselves. So the feeling memory sets it all up. Hence why we say, that's not that lifetime, that's this one, but it's all paid forward. So we leave our angel's office, and before we know it, poof, there we are in this physical body manifestation here on Earth on our birthdays, and we're pretty vulnerable. We can't look after ourselves at this stage. We're a little newborn infant. And, the contracts that we sign up for also include, the family system and the ancestral legacies and, the childhood experiences and everything that goes into the pot, the vitamins and the minerals that are planted and seeded in that chart that have come from that contract to set these experiences up in our feeling memory, nothing to do with our head, are recreated. And if you look at a newborn baby, and I'm sure many of us we're either mothers or fathers or, aunties or uncles, or we have friends that have newborns if we don't have our own children. And you look into that little baby and somebody is in there. And if somebody is in there, what's occurred before that baby took their first breath for them to have the chart that they have? And that is, of course, our astrology chart. And that chart is going to grow from the moment we take our first breath to the moment that we take our last breath. And evolutionary astrology, for me, was like finding a key to unlock all these pieces of understanding what I signed up for and what did my family sign up for and what did my clients sign up for. And I feel like when we gain an understanding of this feeling memory impression that's locked away in our DNA of our soul's experiences, and we bring some form of consciousness to this, then that's when it's like going to the cinema when we go and see a 4D or a 3D movie and you have to wear those funny looking glasses. But when you put them on, the whole movie comes to life. And I feel like that's the gift that evolutionary astrology gives us. It breathes a new life form into the astrology chart and answers a very, very important question, which is, why have you chosen the chart that you have? So on that note, I'm going to say, please reflect on what I've shared. It is a big concept. Some of you will already be working with it. Some of you, it may be new. And I hope to see you again here soon. Take care and have a beautiful day. Thanks, everyone.